tutorial. Today we are going to do about groups, levels, and let's do also something on object selection. So let's start by drawing our square there. Like we said on the previous tutorial that Inkscape remembers whatever you did last on the platform, so it keeps the memory on, and then whatever you do in the following operations, it will just remember and keep the same settings. So last tutorial we did something on fields and how do we call it, the stroke and fill pattern. So let's just go there and change something on fill and stroke. You can press the plus sign on your keyboard to zoom this one a little bit, and we can change our stroke size there to, let's say, to back to default to around 1.5 millimeters. 1.5. That looks okay. Also, we can increase the opacity to 100%. Then we can change the fill color to red. Then we can also change the stroke color to kind of green. And let's make it green there. Then we can increase this to, yeah. Now this looks good. So you can see this one. Now we have our square there. It is too big. That's enough. Now we can have another square. So Inkscape will remember these settings. We can have our star here. We can have what else? Maybe we can have a Pac-Man shape here. Pac-Man, like that. So these ones we can have different colors here. We can have blue, we can have yellow, we can have red. That one can remain like that. So what Inkscape does is that you can see if whatever we drew first is the first object in terms of layers. So it follows the order. The first object becomes the one which is on the first, not layer but level. The first object is the one which comes to the first level. Then the second object comes to be on the second level, as you can see. This was the second one. Then this is the last one. So you can see it follows a certain order there. So if you like to bring this one all the way up, you can just click here. Then it comes all the way up there. If you want to take it all the way to the down level, you can do that. So this is different from layers. We will have a whole tutorial on how to deal with layers, upper layer, top layer, bottom layer. That will come later. I can also take this one all the way down, or I can bring it up each level at a time. So if I click there, it is now on the second level. Then let me do that again. So if I do that second level, then all the way up. So yeah, that's how that's how it works. How to manipulate the levels there, and I keep on interchanging layers and level. It is a bit confusing, but let's understand that we are working on levels right now. One thing also I wanted to explain is trying to do the object selection, whereby if I select this object here, and maybe I want also another object, like let's say the Pac-Man shape, to be moving together, or as I move them around the screen, I just select this star shape, then I hold the shift key. I select the star shape, then I press and hold the shift key on my keyboard, then I select like that. So this will be moving together, and if I change the color will be changing together. They'll be having same property there. If I change it to blue, if I change it to yellow. Yeah, I can also even have the third object by pressing and holding the shift key, then I click the third one there. Now there are three objects moving together. They can also have same colors. Another way to do that is through window selection. I can select here everything. Then now they can have the same property, just working with them together like that. Also, let me differentiate these ones again. Can differentiate them again. Sorry, that one like that. Let's have green. Also, I can duplicate these objects. Let's say I want to duplicate this. I can just press Ctrl D on my keyboard. Then I'll have the exact copy of this one. Another way to duplicate is by selecting that object, then you right click, then you'll find duplicate here, Ctrl D. Then you can duplicate also in this way, or you can as well copy. Then you select where you want to paste it, then you Ctrl V, it will be pasted there, or you can right click, then you can paste. So you I don't know why this is misbehaving. Let me copy, then I can paste. Yeah. So that is a very powerful command. Control D is for duplicating. Also, while still having the group, not group, but if I still have this together selection, maybe I have three objects selected, I can just press Ctrl D on my keyboard. Then I have all those objects are now, I have a copy of them here. Yeah, so let me just delete that. That is a very powerful tool there. Also, let's say you have this object is there, and let me make this one a little bit bigger so that this one goes below it like that. And now you want to select the object, the Pac-Man shape, which is below this square. You just press not shift but alt on your keyboard, then you select the object. So if you hold alt on the keyboard, the first selection will be the object on top, then the second selection will be the object following, which is now this one. And while still holding the alt key, you can just drag it out there and see. Or another way you can do that is by pressing the tab key on the keyboard, whereby the tab key will start with the object which is down there, the object which is the farthest down, coming upward. So you can see if I press the tab, it comes up to the object which is on the very top there. What else? That is that. Another thing is, let's say I want this object to have a same property. Let me have this. Let me have Control D, or I have Control C, then I have Control V, so that sorry, I didn't use a selection tool, so I drew another circle there. But don't worry, you can just Control delete that. So I want to move. Sorry again, I don't know why this one keeps happening. I can just delete this. I can have this selected. I'll have that selected, so that I reduce the size there as I move out of this. So let's say you want all this to be having different, all this to be having the same properties at a time, or if you want to move them, you don't have to be pressing shift, and you don't have to be like press and holding the shift key as you select. What you can do is, or if you don't want to use the window selection there, just press escape to undo that. To do that, and not to do that every time you want the object to move together, is you can just use a selection window, then you group you group all these objects together. Come to object, yeah. Then we group them together. You can also group them by pressing Ctrl G on your keyboard to do that. Another thing, what else? So this one will be moving together. You can change the properties there like that. So these are now grouped together, and most of your files, let's say the SVG files you'll be working with, even if you download them, they are going to be grouped together. But if you want to make if you want to do some edits on a grouped object, you can just double click the specific object you want to edit, and then we can change color there. I can double click this one. Sorry, I can double click. Oh, I can just click. You click once. If you double click, then it brings you to this window of changing, having these different properties there. I can go away from this by clicking the full circle here. So that's how you can make changes on a group object. Just click a specific object you want to make changes on, and its properties still remain the same.